Hello everyone! Welcome po ulit sa ating Isip YouTube channel where you can find free Tagalog mathematics tutorial. Our topic for today is all about arithmetic sequence. Pero bago po tayo mag-start, let me just remind everyone to please click the subscribe button pag hindi pa po tayo nakakapag-subscribe, or you can follow us on our Facebook page. Sa mga fellow teachers po natin who are interested to have this PowerPoint presentations, you can actually inquire from our Facebook page kung gusto nyo pong mag-avail ng ating mga PowerPoint presentations. Okay? So without further ado, let's now begin with our lessons. Okay, our learning competency for this lesson is to formulate the rule for finding the next term in a sequence by looking for patterns, no? But there are different kinds of sequences. There are different types. However, in our lesson for today, we will just focus on arithmetic sequence. Okay, so let's begin. Let's have first this set of numbers. Okay, try to observe itong dalawang set of numbers natin. And do you think each of these numbers set of numbers follow a specific rule or pattern? Sa tingin nyo po ba may pattern siya? Okay, if your answer is yes, it's because these are examples of what we call a sequence. Ano ba ang sequence? A sequence is a list or set of numbers that follows a specific order or pattern. Sequences can be either finite or infinite. Okay, so sa dalawang ito po, alin po dito ang finite at alin po kaya dito ang infinite? Alright, so the first one is actually what we call a finite sequence, and the second set of numbers is what we call infinite sequence. Ano po yung pinagkaiba nila? Okay, well, here in the first set of numbers, these are countable. Okay, meron pong ending yung ating pattern. So we have here first is 2, 4, 6, 8, and then lastly we have 10. Hanggang 10 lang po siya. While here, infinite sequence are endless. Okay? They go on forever. Hindi na po siya natatapos. So meron po tayong indication dito, which is the 3 dots here. This is what we call the ellipses. Ibig sabihin, meron pa pong susunod kay 14. Okay? There are still numbers that follows. So, infinite po ang tawag natin dito. Okay, next, aside from infinite and finite sequences, there are also other terms or words that are related to our topic sequence. Okay, let's have the first word, which is term. Term is what we call the numbers in the sequence, each number in the sequence. So we have here 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Ito na po yung mga terms natin. Ganun din po dito. We have 5, 8, 11, and 14. Next, we also have the word pattern, meaning the relationship between terms. Okay, so if you can see, no, meron po relationship yung bawat terms dito. 2, 4, 6 sa bawat isa. Ganun din po dito, 5, 8, 11, and 14. Meron po kayong makikitang pattern dyan. And then, we have the rule, which is actually the formula of how to get from one term to the next. This is the general formula kung paano mo makukuha yung susunod na mga terms. Or kung gusto mong kunin yung mga terms dito sa infinite sequence, aside from the terms that comes after 14. Okay, so let's try. What will be the next numbers? Okay, so try to guess ano po kaya ang susunod sa mga numbers na dito sa ating sequence. So we have here 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Ano pong susunod? Yes, it's 12. And here, ano po ang susunod kay 14? Yes, the answer is 17. Okay, so before po natin i-discuss kung paano nakuha yung mga susunod na pattern or susunod na number, let's have first the following symbols and notation na ginagamit natin when it comes to this sequence. Okay, first is yung tinatawag nating end term. Okay, or ito na po yung A sub n. Pag sinusulat po natin siya, we use the symbol A sub n. Yun po ang basa nito, A sub n, where n here is the position. Okay? Ibig sabihin yung order po ng ating term. So, kunyari, first term here is 2. Ito na po yung A sub 1. Okay? And then second is 4. Ito na po yung A sub 2. And then we have the third term, which is 6. And then we have the fourth term, which is 8. Fifth term, which is 10. And then yung 12 po is the sixth term. Okay, ito na po yung mga end term natin. Yung end term is yung value. Ito po yung mga numbers. And then yung n is the position, yung order po, ano? Okay, yung pagkakasunod-sunod ng mga terms natin. Okay, so ito po, yung 17 dito, ano po ang term na ito? Okay, yes, this is the fifth term or a sub n. Okay, so the value is 17 and the position is the fifth term. Alright, meron din tayong tinatawag na common difference. Okay, ano po itong common difference? Ito po yung ginamit natin para makuha natin yung sagot kanina na 12 and then 17. Paano po ito? So, common difference is denoted by letter D. Okay, and ito na po actually yung inad natin sa mga terms para makuha natin yung ating sagot kanina. So, dito, we just added 5 by 3, di ba? Para maging 8 siya. Tapos, para maging 11, nag-add din tayo ng 3. Nag-add din ng 3. So, therefore, yung susunod dito kay 14, mag-add ka lang din ng 3. Kaya nakuha natin si 17. Okay, yun na po yung ating common difference. Dito po sa ating first example here, ano po ang ating common difference dito? Okay, dito ang ginamit natin ay 2. Alright, so nag-add lang po tayo ng 2 para makuha si 4 and so on and so forth para makuha si 12. Okay, bakit po siya tinawag na difference? Nag-add naman tayo. Well, actually, difference is the answer for subtraction. Ano po ang sinubtract natin dito? If we're going to subtract, let's for example, we have here 17. We will subtract the preceding term, which is 14. Yung sinusundan niya pong term, okay? 17 minus 14 is 3. And then 14 minus 11 is 3. 11 minus 8 is 3. 8 minus 5 is 3. Kaya po siya tinawag na common difference. Okay? So, ang tawag po natin sa mga sequence po na ito ay arithmetic sequence. Okay? Ano po ang arithmetic sequence? Arithmetic sequence is a sequence in which each succeeding term is obtained by adding a fixed number. Itong fixed number po na ito na po yung ating common difference. So, in our first sequence, we are adding 2, okay, which is the fixed number. And then here, ang fixed number po natin dito ay 3. Okay? So, ito po ang tinatawag nating arithmetic sequence. Okay, so let us explore further. Let's ask the question, how were you able to know the next term? Okay, so dito, nag-add lang po tayo ng 2 kanina, kaya nakuha natin si 12. Nag-add tayo ng 2 kay 10. And then dito naman po nag-add tayo ng 3 kay 14. So if we're going to explore the pattern, we can represent is using this equation. So if we have here a sub 6, yung ating end term, which is 12, equal lang po siya sa ating preceding term, yung sinusundan nating term, which is a sub 5, plus 2. Okay? So, para makuha natin si 12, 10 plus 2 is 12. Ganon din po dito. In order for us to get the value of a sub 5, okay, or the fifth term, you just add 3 dun po sa fourth term. Okay? 14 plus 3 is 17. Ang tawag po natin dito sa formula na ito ay recursive formula. Ano po ang recursive formula? It defines each term based on the previous term. So, ito po yung pagkakasulat ng ating formula. A sub n, where n here is the position, okay, is equal to a sub n minus 1 plus d. I repeat, a sub n, ito po yung hinahanap nating term. Let's say, for example, dito, we have the sixth term. Okay? Is equal to a sub n minus 1. Yung n natin dito is yung position natin dito, which is yung 6, minus 1, kaya yung ating a sub 5. Okay, dadagdagan lang natin ng d, which is the common difference, in order for us to get 12. Sa madaling sabi, mag-a-add lang tayo dun sa sinusundan niyang term ng common difference para makuha natin yung sagot. Okay, yun po ay tinatawag nating recursive formula. Alright, next. This time, what if you want to find the 50th term? Okay, halimbawa, gamit yung ating second na sequence kanina, we have here 5, 8, 11, 14, 17. Kung gusto nating makuha yung susunod dito, madali lang, mag-a-add lang tayo ng 3. However, paano naman kung yung 50th term ang gusto nating makuha? Okay, meron po tayong mas madaling paraan dyan, aside from adding 3 hanggang sa makapunta ka sa 50th term, no? Medyo matagal po yun. So, meron tayong shortcut. What is the general rule or formula? So, explore po natin yung formula using this pattern. Gawa po tayo ng table. Okay, so we have here the first column. We have the end or the position. And then second column is the end term. We have A sub n. And then we have here the pattern. I-observe po natin yung pattern para makuha natin yung formula. So let's have the positions. We have the first term, second, third, and fourth, and fifth. Kasi 5 naman yung nandito na given. Next, ano yung mga values natin? The first term is 5. Second term is 8. Third term is 11. Fourth is 14. 5 is the 15 or the fifth is the 17 I mean. Now, ano yung pattern na na-observe natin? So dito, sa una, ang value ng ating first term ay 5. Tapos dito sa second term, yung first term natin which is 5, dinagdagan lang natin ng 3. Next, sa third term, dinagdagan natin ng 2 3. Okay, 5 plus 3 plus 3, we will get 11. Next, we have 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, we will get 14. And then 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, we will get 17. Okay? Ibig sabihin, yung ating first term na 5, dinagdagan lang natin ng 4 na beses na 3. Okay? 4 na 3. So we have here 4 3s plus 5, you will get 17. At dito naman, ilang 3? We just multiply 3 by 3. And then dito naman, we just added 2 3s. Dito naman, ilang 3? Isang beses lang. And then dito, nag-add lang tayo ng ilang 3? Wala. 0 3. Okay? So, parang minumultiply lang natin yung ating common difference doon sa ating numbers dito. Okay? Which, if you can observe, yung 4, anong relationship siya sa n? It is just 1 minus n. Okay? It's just n minus 1, I mean. Okay? So, we have here 3. 4 ito, nabawasan lang ng isa. We have 2. 3 ito, nabawasan lang ng isa. So, ang ating formula, we have here A sub n is equal to our first term plus yung ating minumultiply dito, which is n minus 1, times d, which is the common difference. So, ito na po yung formula na gagamitin natin. Ang tawag po natin dito sa formula na ito ay explicit formula. Ano po ang ibig sabihin ng explicit formula? It defines any term based on its position, which is n, without referring to the previous one. Hindi po katulad sa recursive formula kanina na nagbe-base tayo doon sa sinusundan niyang term. Ito, kahit wala po tayong idea kung ano yung sinusundan niyang term, malalaman natin yung hinahanap nating term by just using this explicit formula. So, try po natin. Let's go back to the question. What if you want to find the 50th term? So let's proceed with the formula. Hanapin po natin yung nth term na formula. So from this explicit formula, gagawa tayo ng bagong formula. So let's see. Substitute natin. So since we have A sub 1, yung first term natin, alam na natin which is 5, substitute po natin. And then yung D, which is the common difference, gawin nating 3. Okay? Kasi alam natin yung common difference dito, which is 3. Now, pwede natin tong i-simplify. Okay? Distribute lang natin si 3 kay n, tsaka kay negative 1. Hindi tayo pwedeng mag-add kaagad, no? Magmumultiply muna tayo. So, multiply natin. 3 times n is 3n, and then 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. May similar term ba dito na pwede nating pagsamahin? Yes, we have here 5 minus 3. We will get 2. And then copy lang si 3n. Ito na po yung ating bagong formula. Okay? Ito na po yung formula ng ating sequence para makuha kung ano man yung hahanapin nating term. Alright? So let's try to use this new formula para makuha si 50th term. So let's try. A sub n is equal to 3n plus 2 using this formula. I-substitute lang natin yung hinahanap nating value or yung hinahanap nating term. So yung n natin, gawin lang nating 50. Okay? So A sub 50 equals 3 times n. Yung n natin is 50. So 3 times 50 plus 2. Okay, so what is 3 times 50? We will get 150. And then plus 2, we will get 152. Ito na po yung ating 50th term. So, hindi na po natin kinailangang magdagdag ng 3, ng 3, ng 3 hanggang sa makuha natin yung 50. By just using the formula, makukuha na po natin. Okay? So, kung tanong nyo ay, Sir, pwede bang ito na mismo diretso ang gamitin kong formula para makuha si 152? Pwede naman po. Okay? Okay lang po yun. So, kung ito yung ginamit mo, mag-substitute ka na kagad dito. Yung n natin, gawin mong 50. A sub 1, gawin mo ng 5. Yung n, gawin mo ring 50. Yung d, gawin mong 3. Makukuha mo rin po itong si 152. So, any of these two formulas, kasi itong bagong formula, galing lang din po siya dito sa explicit formula. So, okay lang din po yun. Alright? So, again, our answer is 152. Okay, another example. I-apply naman natin siya dito sa ating first sequence kanina. This time, what is the nth term formula? And then, what is the 20th term? Okay, hanapin natin yung 20th term ng ating sequence. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, so let's try. We have the formula, the explicit formula. We have a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Okay, i-memorize po natin tong explicit formula para po mas makaya nating mag-solve ng panibagong formula. So let us substitute. A sub 1 here is 2. Okay, and then we have the common difference which is also 2. Kasi nag-add tayo ng 2 dito, no? So we have this one. So let's distribute 2 sa atin pong binomial dito. So we have 2 times n is 2n. 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. Ito na po yung bagong formula. I-add lang natin yung ating mga similar terms. 2, we have here negative 2. Pwede nating pagsamahin to. So 2 minus 2 is 0. Therefore, ang may iwan is 2n. So our formula is a sub n is equal to 2n. Now let us apply this formula, nth term formula, para makuha natin yung 20th term. So ano ang 20th term natin? Substitute lang natin dito sa a sub n equals 2n. So we have a sub 20 since 20th term yung hinahanap natin. Gawin nating 20 yung n is equal to 2 times 20. So 2 times 20 is 40. Okay, so therefore our 20th term is 40. Okay, para po ma-practice nyo, I have here an exercise. So try to find the nth term formula of the following sequence. Then use your formula to find the term indicated. So katulad po nung ginawa natin kanina, kunin nyo muna yung bagong formula. Okay, from the explicit formula. And then hanapin nyo po yung pinapahanap dito. In number 1, it's the 15th term. And then for number 2, it's the 30th. For number 3, it's the 12th term. Okay? So, try nyo po muna and then mamaya, pag natapos nyo pong gawin ito on your own, I'm going to show you the solution para po may compare nyo at para po makita natin kung nagawa nating hanapin yung nth term. Alright? So, you can now pause this and then God bless po sa inyong pagsagot. You can just play later after answering. Okay, I hope you are now ready. Let's now find out kung paano po makuha yung mga nth term. Okay, so let's have number 1 first. So we have here the sequence 4, 7, 10, and 13. Let's find the 15th term. So first step is to identify the first term, which is 4. And then the common difference, you just subtract or you just subtract the succeeding term by the preceding term. Alright, so we have here 7 minus 4, we will get 3. 10 minus 7 is also 3. And then 13 minus 10 is also 3. So common difference natin ay 3. Next one, yung formula natin coming from our explicit formula, a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Okay, we will have a sub 1 is 4 and our common difference is 3. Distribute lang natin si 3 dito sa ating binomial. So we have here 3 times n, we have 3n. And then 3 times negative 1, we have negative 3. And then combine our similar terms, 4 minus 3, we will get 1. So our formula is a sub n is equal to 3n plus 1. Next one, gamitin natin tong formula na to para makuha yung 15th term. So we have here 3 times 15 plus 1. We will get 45 plus 1, 46. Ito na po yung ating 15th term. Okay, next number 2, we have here 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. Find the 30th term. Okay, 30th term. So we have here, first term is 50. Common difference is negative 5 because we just subtract 45 minus 50. Kaya po siya negative 5. Take a look. Yung sequence po natin dito, imbis na pataas yung number, pababa na po siya. So, if you're going to subtract 45 minus 50, it will be negative 5. 40 minus 45, it will be negative 5 as well. Okay, kaya po negative yung ating common difference. Now, let's find the formula. So, using the explicit formula, substitute natin. We will have here 50 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times negative 5. Therefore, we will have 50 minus 5n plus 5. Combine natin yung mga constant terms. So we have 50 plus 5, we will get 55. And then we will have negative 5n. So our formula is a sub n is equal to negative 5n plus 55. Gamitin natin yan to find the 30th term. So substitute lang natin dito sa ating formula. So yung n is 30. So negative 5 times 30, we will get negative 150 plus 55. You will get negative 95. Ito na po yung 30th term. Okay, next. Number 3, we have here negative 8, negative 2, 4, and 10. If you notice, this is actually increasing from negative numbers going to positive numbers. Let's find the 12th term. So first, let's have the first term, which is negative 8. Common difference, you subtract negative 2 by negative 8. Pag pinagbaliktad po natin, magiging mali ang ating sagot. So, dapat ang sagot nyo dyan ay positive 6. Okay? 10 minus 4 is also 6. 4 minus negative 2 is also 6. Now, let's find the formula. So, substitute natin sa ating explicit formula. We have here negative 8, our first term, plus n minus 1 times 6. 6 times n is 6n. 6 times negative 1 is negative 6. Negative 8 plus negative 6 is negative 14. Therefore, our formula is a sub n is equal to 6n minus 14. Next, we will use this formula to find the 12th term. Therefore, substitute natin si n, which is, ang n natin is 12. So, 6 times 12 is 72. Minus 14, we will get 58. Ito na po yung ating 12th term. Alright, so I hope nasagot nyo po ng tama yung ating mga exercises. Okay? Ngayon, in order for you to practice more, I have here an activity. 3 po ulit ito. Ganun din po ang gagawin katulad sa example and dun sa mga exercise natin. But this time, I will not be showing you the solution because if your teachers are now using these PowerPoint presentations, yun na po ang gagamitin nila to check your answers. Alright, so for the next video, we will now be discussing another type of sequence, which is the geometric sequence. Okay, so for now, thank you for listening and I hope to see you again on the next one. God bless and thank you for watching. Kung meron kang natutunan sa video na ito, please click the subscribe button to support this channel para mas matulungan ulit kita sa mga susunod mo pang math lessons. Lagi mong tatandaan, ang math ay para sa lahat. At ako si Teacher Van, nagsasabing dito sa Math Isip, lamang ang nag-iisip. God bless and see you on the next video. Bye-bye.